Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Flash, and it's the end of another really busy week. We've done really well. We had plenty of winners again yesterday. A few bad beats, but they're always bad beats, and every beat, we always say it's bad. Remember, if you like this video, then give us a thumbs up, press the subscribe button and ring the bell, and then we'll notify you and you will never miss any more content. And if you just press the link below, you can go over and you can have a look at Jay's article there on our More Sports Picks page. Also, there's plenty of other writers, plenty of other subjects you really will enjoy going over there. Now, Jay, we got beat by 1 run in both games in Taiwan, but let's just be happy that we've got baseball in Taiwan.
Yeah, so the Monkeys had a double play to win by 2, and then the shortstop overthrew the ball to first base, and a run scored, and the Monkeys ended up winning by just 1 run. And then the Uni Lions, they came back. They were down by 2 in the 9th inning, scored 1, couldn't score another run. It's tied up with a runner on third base with just 1 out. So just a bunch of chaos in the CPBL. A little unlucky on our end, but, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes.
But in the KPO, we had plenty. A couple of my +2.5s. They come in. I mean, the Dinos. They absolutely smashed the Eagles, and now it's just fade for the Eagles.
Yeah, it's looking that way, and we'll get to it later. But the Eagles now have Chad Bell on the mound, so yeah, I mean, we can look at it either way. We have an import versus a local pitcher in that matchup, but we'll get to the matchup later, and I'll probably share why I'm not taking the Eagles.
Yeah, and obviously the big news is that the Samsung Lions, they actually did what they were supposed to do and lose.
Yeah, that was a close game all around. SK was able to score a couple runs in the late in that game to have some insurance, and SK ran away with that game late, but it was a close game all around, and SK is just kind of lucky to come out victorious.
Yeah, but we're happy to be victorious because obviously you had your money on them. I'm wondering if SK are going to turn into a little bit of a Samsung Lions because they're winning plenty. I think they've won 6 in the last 10 days, which prior to that they only won 3 all season. Right, let's crack straight on. Let's get to the CPBL in Taiwan, and we're going to go with the brothers and the Lions. Yesterday it was the Lions at -130. What is it today, Jay?
Yeah, so this is a little weird. I think a lot of people are going to kind of hate me today because I'm going to be really boring today. But my official play is the under 13.5. I know everyone hates unders. It's boring. You're rooting for a pitching matchup, all that, blah, blah. But I'm going with the official play, the under 13.5 in this matchup. But I'll lean towards the brothers at -1.5, which is around -110 juice. So it's not like crazy juice or anything. At -1.5 for the brothers. We have 2 import pitchers going at it against each other. Josh Reineke of the Uni Lions and Mitch Lively for the brothers. Yeah, both of these pitchers have pitched well in their careers in the CPBL. It's not their first years in the league. This year, Reineke is really struggling. Lively is pitching okay to begin the season. Both these pitchers didn't start the season. They came off injuries and were in quarantine, so they didn't start the season. So they're kind of just getting their feet wet now. I think this is the perfect matchup for both these pitchers to kind of finally find their groove and rhythm in this matchup.
Yeah, listen, I wouldn't be worried about people hating you for going on the unders because they're going to hate me because it's boring. I tell you what, if you get it right, they're going to absolutely love you, and they couldn't love you anymore because you're absolutely producing now. Someone that's not, or a team that's not producing, is them pesky little Monkeys, and they go to the Guardians.
Yeah, the Monkeys, they were able to escape with a 1-run win, but we had -1.5, which that ended that. But on this game, we're going to have the official play of under 10.5. And again, under 10.5. 10.5 is a small number in the CPBL. But the 2 pitchers going, we got Henry Sosa of Fubon, and we have Yi-Ching Wong of the Monkeys, and both of the pitchers have pitched really well as of late. I think Wang's only really mishap was a relief outing when the rainouts were a thing. He came in to pitch in relief for an inning. He let up 3 runs, but if you take away that, his lines are just incredible. He's 4-1, has a 3.97 ERA. His FIP is 5.64, but again, take that relief outing out, and it's completely different after you had 3 runs in that inning. And then Henry Sosa of the Guardians, he's highly regarded as one of the best pitchers in the CPBL. He's got a 4.85 ERA, but a 4.39 FIP, and he's pitched so well in his last 2 games. And so you expect that again out of Sosa. So, yeah, I'm going with an official play under 10.5. I'm hoping these pitchers can pitch 7 to 8 innings and hold it to like 1-2 runs on each side. So that the bullpens, even if they let up a couple runs in the final inning, we still get an official play at the under 10.5. And then I'm also going to lean towards the Guardians at -110. I was kind of surprised on this line. I thought Henry Sosa would be much more of a favorite in this matchup, just knowing how good Sosa's been, and then playing against a Monkeys pitcher that's a local pitcher. Although Wang has been good, Sosa's been that much better. So I would lean towards the Guardians at -110, and I might even take that play later on, especially if they're in that plus range. Then I'm definitely jumping on the Guardians because there's no way Henry Sosa's an underdog in this one.
Okay, so that's a good one, because the Guardians against the Monkeys, a blind man or knows nothing, just looks at it, puts a pin down. You're going to go to Monkeys every single time, but it is actually a flip 'em at -110. Jay, now, if I'm a baseball player in the CPBL and I do well, is promotion to go to Japan? Is it to go to South Korea? And obviously the big goal is to end up in America?
Yeah, that's the number one league is the MLB. I think really when you look at it, you look at the Japan league being probably better than South Korea being right around there, and then the CPBL being the lowest of all the professional sports leagues. But right now we have a ton of scouts on the MLB going to South Korea, watching these games, or not going, but they're watching these games because what else are they going to do, right? Yeah. So they're watching the games in CPBL, the games in the KBO, and they're finding those next big stars. We've had a couple that have played in these leagues that are now in the majors. So anything can happen.
Yeah, Minwoo Park of the NC Dinos. We'll get to him a little bit later because he's having an unbelievable season. Let's go to the KBO and fade or bet the Samsung Lions at your peril versus the SK Wyverns, who have had 6 wins in the last 10 days.
Yeah, so this is an interesting matchup. Originally, we had thought that Buchanan was going to be pitching, but they actually skipped him. They're going with Chae Hung Choi. So looks like maybe Buchanan might be pitching in tomorrow's matchup. I'm not really sure because Buchanan pitched before Choi in that before the rotation last time. So, but I'm still going to roll with Chae Hung Choi and the Samsung Lions as a lean for now at -130. Also lean towards the over 8.5. Chae Hung Choi, he has a 3.21 ERA and a 4.22 FIP. And then Park Jung-hoon of SK, he has a 3.54 ERA and a 4 FIP. Both of these pitchers are pretty similar, and so it's really hard to lean either way. I think Choi has been better, in the past in his career. So if you're going to take a play on this, I'd probably go with Choi. And again, it's a close one. 2 local pitchers going against each other. There's really nowhere to lean. Both have pitched 28 innings. Both have allowed, 10 or 11 earned runs. It's a close matchup any way you look at it. So I'd lean towards Samsung just because I think Choi is the better pitcher overall, but it can go either way.
And we're going to go over 8.5?
Yeah, we're going to lean towards the over 8.5. What you'll see is 4 out of these 5 games, the over-under is actually at 8.5. So we're not used to seeing such low numbers. So that tells you all you need to know about the pitching matchups.
Yeah, I mean, I like the overs, Jay. Jay, I like the overs, especially in game 2 or 3, because they've got that data. They've seen the players from the day before. They're obviously scouting. They know what they've got to do. So, I mean, 8.5 is low. So, I mean, it could be low-hanging fruit to crack on. Now, we've got the Tigers and the Bears. I mean, the Bears, they're always going to be there or thereabouts. And if they're at the top in like 118, 119 games, I will not be surprised. Yeah,
Doosan's done really well after a loss, they come in and win, and after wins, they come in and win too. So, but this is a really, really, really fun matchup. We have Drew Gagnon and Chris Flexen going against each other. These guys were former teammates in the MLB just last year with the New York Mets. So they're teammates. They're probably friends. I don't know their personal life, but I'm sure they're friends. And now they're going from minor league solid pitchers in the Mets system to premier pitchers in the KBO. So I like the official play under 8.5 in this matchup. You have to believe that they're definitely texting each other, like, haha, I'm going to beat you, some kind of thing like that. Yeah, Gagnon has 37 strikeouts in just 27.1 innings, and then Flexen has 28 strikeouts in 31 innings. And Drew Gagnon has a 3.95 ERA, but a 2.3 FIP, and then Flexen has a 2.61 ERA and a 3.93 FIP. This is a game where, like at the end of the day, Doosan, they don't perform as well at home in terms of hitting. We've seen them score, 12, 13, 14 runs, and then they come home. They just scored 6 yesterday or this morning. So, yeah, I like the official play under 8.5. I'd even look at the under in the first 5, of course, with these two pitchers going at it against each other. I don't think there's going to be many runs. I think the pitchers are going to perform because they want to beat each other.
So are we gonna go with a money line or not?
Yeah, we're gonna lean towards Kia at plus 130. This is just me thinking about Doosan's bullpen compared to Kia's bullpen. If it comes down to it, I think it will be like a 1-1 game going down to like the 8th, 9th inning. And then if it comes down to it, well, which bullpen do I trust more? I trust Kia's bullpen over Doosan's bullpen. So I would lean towards Kia plus 130. But this is a matchup, again, it's a toss-up because we have two great pitchers. So I'd rather the official play of under 8.5.
Okay, so let me get this right. We've got two great pitchers from the New York Mets. You are a New York Mets fan.
Correct.
You do analysis, and you don't know about their personal life. What are you doing? I mean, you've got to get your feet off that sofa and start working for a living, Jay. Let's see. Let's see how you go here then with KT Wiz versus the Lotte Giants. And you went with Lotte yesterday, and I was thinking, how have you pulled that out the bag?
Yeah, at the end of the day, Lotte's been playing a lot better at home. They're 7-5 at home this year, and the KT Wiz are 3-9 on the road. So KT is struggling on the road, and we can talk about this another time. But even though there's no fans, being home still matters because at the end of the day, you have last licks. You get to hit last, you get to walk off victories here and there. So home stats, like home and away splits and stats, they matter in baseball. So I'm still going to go with Lotte here, minus 120 as a lean, and also lean towards the over 8.5 in this matchup. Dan Straley's on the mound for Lotte. He's another import pitcher. He pitched in the big leagues. He's been one of the better pitchers in the league so far. He has a 2.72 ERA and a 3.45 FIP. KT has been struggling a little bit on the road. They don't hit the ball nearly as well, and Straley's a guy that can kind of shut them down. Really, all that KT has right now is Mel Rojas, who's been hitting the ball, lights out right now. He's another guy. We'll get to him and Roberto Ramos. Those two guys have been smoking the ball as of late. But yeah, Jae Song of KT, he also has a 2.69 ERA and a 3.84 FIP. So right away, we know this game is going to be close. But then Straley has 37 strikeouts, and Jae Song has just 20 strikeouts. So really, at the end of the day, Lotte's going to have more balls in play. They'll have more opportunities to score. So I like Lotte at minus 120 in this one as a lead.
That's happened. Their first 3 games in the KBO, they're all been set at 8.5. There is absolutely no chance that the next game total is going to be 8.5. It's the Dinos. I will do whatever I like to the Eagles.
It's actually funny because, yeah, this over is 8.5. But I'm leaning towards it because, well, we have Koo Chang Mo on the mound for the Dinos. Koo Chang Mo is the best pitcher in the KBO right now. He has a .51 ERA in 5 games started, 35 innings, and he's been incredible. He's allowed 2 earned runs in 35 innings, and then he has 38 strikeouts. So we just talked about how Australia has 37 strikeouts and how he's doing incredible. Yeah, Koo Chang Mo has 38 strikeouts in 35 innings and has a 2.14 FIP. So, yeah, he's been one of the better pitchers in the KBO, if not the best pitcher in the KBO. What I am worried about is him regressing at some point. Batting average in play is like 151 average. That's going to rise, but I can't say it's going to rise in Hanoa. So I'm hoping that one more outing before. that he'll be able to continue this kind of resurgence. Chad Bell of Hanwell is getting taking the mound for Hanwell, like I said. He has a 5.14 ERA and a 5.4 FIP. He's only paid, this will be his third game starting after quarantining for a little bit, not starting the season right away. Yeah, he's only pitched 7 innings pitched in 2 starts. He had an innings limit and a pitches limit in his first outing. And then his second outing, he only went 3 innings and change due to a poor performance. So Bell's been good. Like, he was good last year in the KBO. This year he's struggling finding the strike zone. He's walking a ton of batters. What does concern me is Bell is a lefty pitcher, and the Dinos have their top 3 hitters are lefties in their order. So Bell's been good against lefties in his career. That's a little scary, but if Chang Mo can hold it down, let up no runs, I do think the Dinos will obviously be able to score 4 or 5 runs, 6 runs in this game. And again, obviously, Bell hasn't been able to perform. He hasn't been able to go over 4 innings yet in his first 2 starts. So he's only going maybe 5, 6 innings at most in this game, if he gets there. So then you get the bullpen for the next 3. The Dinos should be able to score then. So my official play will be the Dinos minus 1.5 at minus 130 juice. And then the lean will be over 8.5 in this matchup. I think the Dinos will be able to score runs late in this game to push the over. It's a scary one. I wouldn't do F5 over under, but I would do full over 8.5.
And what's the juice on the over 8.5?
Yeah, it's about minus 110, minus 115, wherever, depending on which book you go to.
That's crazy, Jay. That's crazy, because I'm thinking to myself that 8.5, I was thinking the line was going to be 10.5 on this game. And then I was still thinking to myself that there's chances of that going over. So I think that this is like sort of half banker material, and you're saying you're a little bit scared by it. So listen, we'll look forward to Monday, and we'll bring this back up, because I think there might be a glitch there on the books. Now, the bottom game is the Twins versus the Heroes, and I don't go against the Heroes, not with anyone's money, even though the Twins are the second best side in the KBO at the moment.
Yeah, we're about to go against the Heroes here. We're going to an official play with the LG Twins at minus 165, and also leading on the over 11.5. So this is the only game that actually has a higher over-under, and it's at 11.5. I would lean towards the over, and here's why I'm going with the Twins. They have Tyler Wilson on the mound, an import pitcher. He hasn't done great this year. He has a 4.6 ERA and a 4.15 FIP. But then he's going up against Lee Seong-ho of Kiwoom. He's got a 7.83 ERA and a 6.28 FIP. He hasn't been too great, right? And the Twins do particularly well coming off a loss. They've only lost 1 time coming off a loss the next day. What also scares me is Seong-ho was also a lefty pitcher, and the Twins, their main bats are lefties. So again, like we talked about with Hanwha and Bell against the Dinos, well, here we're a little worried about Seong-ho being lefty against those Twins bats, but reality is Seong-ho just hasn't been great overall, and Tyler Wilson has been better than his ERA shows. And if you look at his career numbers from his previous 2 years in the KBO, he's been a lot better than this. And the stats kind of show that he's kind of been doing the same this year compared to last year, just been a little bit more unlucky. So you're thinking that he's going to regress at some point. I think this is the perfect matchup for him to regress and get back to what his stats were previously the last 2 seasons. So my official play will be LG Twins at minus 165.
Yeah, two good sides, to be fair. I mean, you're going either way, you're going to get value. Okay, let's have this rundown. If there's a parlay, give us it. And obviously, you've got to give me a banker. So let me fling you back to Taiwan. And I want the brothers and the Lions, and then take it away.
So we're going to lean toward the brothers minus 1.5 at the juice of minus 110 against the Uni Lions. And the official play will be the under 13.5 in that matchup. Then we'll go with the official play under 10.5 in the Guardians Monkeys game. Then we'll lean towards the Guardians at minus 110. If you get them at plus money, it's an automatic take. And then that's where it becomes an official play as well. Then we'll go to the Kia Tigers Doosan Bears game. That's an official play under 8.5 at minus 110. And then we'll lean towards Kia at plus 130. In the KT Wiz Lotte Giants game, we'll lean the Lotte Giants at -120, and we'll lean on the over 8.5. LG Twins Kiwoom Heroes will take the LG Twins at -165 as an official play, and we'll lean towards the over 11.5 in that matchup. Then the NC Dinos and Hanwha Eagles game, where our official play will be the Dinos at -1.5 at the juice of -130. And we'll lean towards the over 8.5 in that matchup. Then in the Samsung Lions game versus the SK Wyverns, we'll lean towards the Samsung Lions at -130 and also lean on the over 8.5 in that matchup.
Okay, parlay?
The parlay will be the Twins and the Dinos, which you could probably get around that 150 or plus 150 range if you take the money line. Or if you take the money line, I think it's around more like plus 150, I think. I'm not entirely sure. And then if you want to get a little more risky, you can take the Dinos at -1.5 at the juice of -130 and also parlay that with the Twins at -165 for better value. But the bigger play will definitely be the LG Twins at -165 with Tyler Wilson on the mound.
Okay, Jay, and also just to let people know that there's a couple of early first pitches. I think there's a couple of games that go off at 1 a.m. Eastern time. Can you tell us what they are?
Yeah, we have the Kia Tigers versus Doosan Bears game, and I believe the other one is the NC Dinos versus Hanwha Eagles. Those games are at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The other games are at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, I'm not getting any sleep today.
Okay, and I'll make sure that when I timestamp, I do put down that they are early first pitches, 1 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure that you don't be waking up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning to watch the games. And they've already finished. Or they've only one innings to go. Before I say goodbye to Jay, then please subscribe, press the thumbs up to show appreciation, and also ring the bell, and then we'll notify you of any content and you will not miss a show. Also press the link in the description and you can go over and have a good read of Jay's article, and not just Jay's articles over there. There's other sports, there's other writers. You will enjoy it. Jay, have a great weekend. Plenty winners, and we'll go again on Monday.
You got it. Excited for another full week of the KPO and the CPBL.
Yeah, okay then, Jay. And homework for this weekend is find out a little bit more about the pitcher's private life, especially when they come from your team. You take care.
You too. Have a good one.
Good. That's KPO and CPBL sorted out for this week. But we'll be back on Monday for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We love our Far East baseball, and I hope you're enjoying it too. You take care.